My dearest and beautiful Taurus. How are you, Taurus? Jeez. Was outside in the wind and my hair looks. Okay, so Taurus, let's see what we got for you guys this week. General reading, don't forget. This is just to give you a kind of guidance. Don't make it the law. In other words, see, tarot reading should not be seen as what's going to happen. That's wrong. Tarot reading should be seen as your direction. In other words, where am I heading unless I change something? So don't take it as, oh my God, Marco said this is what's going to happen. Or Marco says, I am going to divorce. I am going to meet someone. No, that's not what Marco said. Marco said, first of all, this is general. That's what Marco said. So it's not yours necessarily. But Marco said, this is where you're heading. If you don't change anything, this is where you're heading. So it's almost like a warning so that you can do something about it, good or bad. If Marco says you're going to go at the beach and you're going to meet a new love, well, if you stay home watching TV, you're going to meet a new love. But so perhaps you should go at the beach if that's what you want. You want to meet a new love. So it's more like your energy looks ahead and that's where you're heading. So if that's what you want, then make first steps towards it. If that's what you don't want, then avoid those steps. Simple as that. And of course, this is general reading. So if you want an actual reading for yourself, personally, the address is at the bottom left, okay, or in the description. Now, this card here is the now moment on planet Earth. This card here instead, let me turn the camera. So this is the now moment on planet Earth. And this is the now moment as far as the general overall energy, meaning this is what you should be doing, or this is where you feel energetically, spiritually. This is instead of what you're dealing with on planet Earth. Now, ideally, they should match. If they don't match, it means that there's a discord. There is the frequency is off between what you should be doing or the way you feel inside. Sometimes you feel like down the dumps inside. Maybe you had a fight with your person. You went to work and you feel really down. Let's say you're a receptionist. Customers come in and they say, good morning. You say, good morning. How are you? Oh, I'm doing fantastic. In reality, you're dying inside. So see, that's a mismatch, right? So let's see what your overall energy is telling us. Nice. So this is nice. Very nice. Okay, so it looks like you had recently you had a rebirth, a reboot or rebirth, whatever you want to call it. And you are getting ready, Taurus, to be self-sufficient and self-reliant, especially financially. This is a really nice card to start the reading with, because this is actually the very first card in the deck. Number 0 is brand new adventure. The only thing that you might want to watch with this card is that it could go either way. In other words, the first step is what counts. If you make a good first step, in other words, if you look down where you're putting your feet, you're going to be very successful. You're going to be very happy. But if you don't look where you're putting your feet, you're going to fall into the precipice and it's game over before it even starts. So this card has a duality per se, meaning it's a brand new trip, a new adventure. It can go either way. It all depends on your first step, the very first step you take. So it's telling you, watch your first step, because you might pay or reap the rewards for a long time to come. Okay? Now let's see what you're dealing with materially speaking. This is also a puzzle card. We have a white horse, which is very good. So you got some news coming in, and this news is fast, sudden, and positive. Okay? Let me find out a little bit more about that. Fast, sudden, and positive. I need to comb my hair, whatever I have left of it. Okay. Fast, sudden, and positive. There you go. You got some kind of a judgment in your favor. And I don't mean just court judgments. I don't mean just legal judgment. I mean from above. You are getting some positive news from planet Earth as well as heaven, meaning you feel re-energized, ready to start something new. Perhaps you were waiting for a diagnostic, an approval, a test, an exam, whatever it is, or an answer from someone. Perhaps you ask for a loan so you can renovate your house or start a business. It's coming good. This is going to be good, okay? So the arguments are finished. You see the fellow in the middle here, the blue guy. Everybody around him want to fight, but he's trying to stop the fights. So you're saying, I am done with the fights, okay? I'm now looking at expansion. I'm looking at meeting new people. I'm looking at travel, perhaps, and maybe this is the card of travel right here. Now, see what you've been dealing with the last 3-4 months or so. Okay, so there was the end of something. And this is why you are now starting from zero. I mean, when something ends, you start from zero. This was a sudden ending. In other words, something happened, unexpected, all of a sudden. An argument which started from nothing, you did not see it coming, and it just exploded. You had a big fight, boom, forget it, done, gone, finished. Or something literally died. Of course, I don't mean that somebody dying, of course, but something literally dying because of a sudden something. Could have been an argument, could have been a small accident, could have been a wrong word, could have been, I don't know, your person accidentally looking at your phone and they see somebody else's, they send you a heart to say, I miss you. Something sudden. This sudden something caused the death of something. Now, you've been now down the dumps for the last little while. And when you go sleep at night, you're trying to revive whatever it is. You're trying to, not necessarily revive whatever you lost, but you're trying to revive yourself. And as we speak right now, you are beginning a brand new cycle. Let me see what's going on there. So right now, you're not the best. You're not at your best. This is Taurus and Pisces. And right now you feel really, really, really abandoned. So there was a cheating somehow. And now this is Taurus again. You got to find the strength, my dear Taurus. So I believe, as I said before, remember when I said you look into their phone screen and you found a message? Okay. That's a possibility. They just came to me. Possibility is that maybe things were going fairly well. Then you discovered a message. Maybe you discovered, I don't know, some lipstick on the neck. Who knows? I'm just playing right now, okay? Just stimulating your mind. But basically, there was a cheating. There was there was a third person involved. I mean, how else can I see this? This is usually, this card is double symbology, double meaning. This could either be a celebration or it could be a third person involved, as you can see. Now, if the cards around it were positive, this would be a celebration. You won the lottery, you sold a house, you made some money, you got a pay raise. But when you're surrounded by the Tower, the Death card, a sad prince or a king here, what am I going to do? Say there is a celebration? Of course not. This is a disappointment in this case. So right now you've been focusing the last few months in just rebuilding yourself up. Perhaps you had to spend a bunch of money in legal fees or whatever it was. It cost you a good penny, right? So that's what you'll be dealing with. Now, let's see what you're going to be dealing with in the future. The one thing I can tell you is you need to be strong in order to find your power. Some of you might have to face a judge. Some of you might have to face an authority figure. But you need to be strong in order to find your power back, okay? Let's see. There is your wisdom. There is I want to know nothing. And there's your justice. I told you some of you might have to face what? A judge, right? Well, there you have it. How did I know that? Well, otherwise I wouldn't be doing what I do. Some of you might have to face justice, okay? Now, so you're looking for your stability, you're looking for your wisdom. Right now, you don't want to know nothing from nobody. People are asking you out, people want to talk to you, people want to take you out for coffee, say, sorry, I'm busy, I can't right now. You're busy with other things right now. You're trying to re-level yourself, find your new level, Taurus. This is pretty big over here. Now, so you're jiggling money because, of course, you have extra expenses. Brand new reboot. A lot of work, but you're going to make it. So this is not going to be easy, my dear friends. You feel totally betrayed. Totally betrayed, okay? Let's be honest. Can I interpret this card any other way? It's a brand new start. This is dead fish. In other words, this fish ain't coming back to life. The only way they come back to life is total reboot. Right here, see? Reboot. That's why the very first card was the number 0. The number 0 is not a number 1. The number 0 is a number 0, meaning reboot. Before you go to the number 1, you need the number 0. In other words, scratch off everything, 0 everything, do one of those Hillary Clinton, what she did with the hard drives, like Javex, what do you call it? Bleach them. You gotta bleach the old way of thinking, clean slate. And then you're gonna find what you need. But some of you, unfortunately, are gonna have to face justice first. Now, based on the colors, I can tell you that you're not gonna have an issue with justice. But it's just one of those things you have to go through. Yeah, you're gonna win. Let me see. Yeah, you're gonna win. It's no problem. You're gonna win. See, justice, clear cut, no problem. You're going to even receive an offer, not as much as you want it, but you're going to receive an offer, okay? You wanted more than what they offer, but that's okay. You're going to win, but you're going to have to face some justice. Lawyers, judges, waste of time, where all the lawyers win and you lose. But again, what is the main theme of all of this? Right here. Reboot. Okay? So it's a good thing because you don't want to be with someone that cheats on you or they're just not for you, right? So it is a good thing. All right. As far as signs, what you might be dealing with is Libra, Leo perhaps, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and maybe Aries. Okay? Perfect. Now, love message. You guys, you see the address bottom left, setvision.org. If you need anything, whether it's a reading, a consultation, I don't do just cards. I am a spiritual counselor. Just go to the website and see what we offer. I help people with depression. I help people with financial issues, work issues, with the direction of life, soulmates, with light workers questions, with spiritual maturity, with the universe, law of attraction, whatever you need to know in that field. I mean, we're not going to talk about fixing your car, although I could probably fix it. But that's a different website altogether. I'm talking about fixing spirituality in general, okay? Or as in depth as you like. Making clarity out of life and beyond. Getting to know each other. So there might be someone whom worth waiting for. There you go. There might be someone whom would like to start something with you. But right now, you're just simply not available. Say, sorry, I'm not available right now. So right now, you're going to tell them to just wait. Say, look, just right now I can't, but it's going to be worthwhile. Just wait, okay? I got to deal with other things right now. Let's see what the message and the oracle might be for you. Taurus. So we have two messages. Let's see. One, I remember every detail of the day. I admire you. There you go. At least they admire you. They don't hate you. There you go. Well, they screwed up. And now you, of course, you're not a happy camper, right? Okay. Think of your question, my dear Taurus. Your answer is no. Nope. And finally, compatibility. Let's see how compatible you are with other signs. Should we go like this? Yeah, sure, why not? There you go. Right there in the corner. Okay. Let's see how well you get along with other signs right now, okay? So we're going to start from Aries. We're going all around to fishes. Taurus with Aries. With Aries, you guys don't even talk to each other. It's like she's inside, you're outside on the balcony, or you're inside, she's outside on the balcony. Two Taurus together, you can make a lot of money, but not much else. But hey, if you can make a lot of money, everything else comes easy, doesn't it? With Gemini, you just cannot understand them. You're confused. You say, what's the matter with you? Like, I thought you said this. No, I said that. But I thought you said, let's buy this house. We bought it. We moved in a month ago, and you're telling me you want to go look at other houses already? Well, I'm a Gemini, I'm never happy. I cannot stand still one moment. But wait a minute. It took us 3 months to buy this house. We bought the furniture. I thought this was going to be our home, and you're telling me, let's go look at some open houses. Oh, that's the way I am. I'm Gemini. All right. Cancer. With Cancer, I don't think they trust you, or you don't trust them. What about Leo? Leo, right now, it could be the perfect marriage. And Virgo. With Virgo, they make you too tired mentally. They don't tell you what they feel. You must get them out of them. So, you have to understand me. I have a deep soul. You must understand me. Why can't you just tell me? No, you must know me slowly. No, why don't you just tell me now? What do you like? What do you don't like? No, it's the beauty of discovery. Oh, the hell with it. Discovery. Just tell me what it is, and just what am I going to discover? Anyways, different waves, different frequencies. Libra. With Libra, passionate, but don't expect much else. Scorpio, you can make money, but it's a one-time deal. In other words, it's going to start to really good financially, and then it's going to stop. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, passionate and a lot of physical attraction. With Capricorn. Capricorn, fast-moving, but I think it's more about material than anything else. With Aquarius, you have an argument the very first day you meet. And finally, with Pisces, fire. This is, if you want to have some fun in the sack, this is it. But don't expect anything else. Okay? Thank you so much, Taurus. If you need anything personal, bottom left is the address, setteaching.org. And if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe the red button to the bottom right. Okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. God bless you.